An old game gets a surprising update. Sonic Frontiers also has a roadmap now. And what else? There's a lot coming. We're talking about game news. Welcome to the Game News Show. The Game News Show, where I, Chrono, talk about some video game news. It's probably going to be a shorter episode this week because we have a few different things to go over. Let's get into the game news. Something that surprised me, there's not much to say about it except that it exists, but Portal 1 now has full ray tracing support. After watching the trailer, I've never wanted to buy an NVIDIA card so badly or play Portal 1 again. It's one of those games that I've played a few times. The trailer looks like the mood of the game is different now. And it looks like a more modern game. Ray tracing for lighting makes so much sense, and it really does change up like a lot of how a game feels as far as like an environmental feel. So I'm really excited to see if maybe other Valve properties get ray tracing support. It'd be really cool if Half-Life 2 got it, if Portal 2 got it, you know? But yeah, it's free DLC if you own Portal 1, and if you have an NVIDIA RTX capable card, there you go. You can get ray traced Portal 1, which is super cool. Definitely check out the trailer if you haven't. It looks really good. All right, moving on. Sonic Frontiers. So they revealed this roadmap the other day, last week sometime, and it's interesting because I mean, it's a few small features, a photo mode, music mode, challenges, something on Sonic's birthday. But the big thing is at the end of the next year, maybe update 3, whenever that's scheduled to come out, new playable characters. So it'll be nice because most of the main Sonic games, in fact, I think all of the main Sonic games of the last few years have only had one playable character, but everyone really liked Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 being able to play as other characters. So maybe they're going back towards that. They've been hinting at wanting to do another adventure style game, and maybe this is like them testing the waters with it. I also think it's kind of a waste to have this giant overworld and not feature these other prominent characters that have previously been playable in Sonic games and being able to like use their abilities and stuff. So I'm really excited to see how that plays out. Hopefully we'll see more footage of that as time goes on. But I honestly don't know what to expect from that other than hopefully it's not boring to play as these other characters. There's supposed to be some new story added. Just overall, I'm interested in what is going to be coming down the line with that. Let's talk about everyone's favorite topic that's on this show. Overwatch 2 should be up next here. We've got Overwatch 2. Season 2 started today. Specifically, you know, there's a new battle pass, there's new maps with a new map rotation, we got a new character in Ramatra, and then Junker Queen has the mythic skin this season. There's a whole Greek god theme going on. Overall, it looks cool. Introducing a new limited time mode at some point. I don't know if it started already or not. I really hadn't paid that much attention to when it starts. But we definitely play a lot of Overwatch on this channel. In fact, after this show finishes recording, we're going into the rest of the stream playing Overwatch 2. So if you like Overwatch gameplay, definitely think about hitting that subscribe button. We've got, you know, I barely finished Season 1's Battle Pass yesterday with like hours to spare. So I'm hoping I can put more playtime in. Because this season will encompass both the winter and the Lunar New Year events as well, which without the free loot boxes and the skins that you could get for free, these events may not mean as much, but I'm excited for where, like, you know, what's going to come from event skins, and maybe they'll do like separate in Halo style where like Halo has like small events with their own little like battle pass style track that you get free rewards from. I'd like to see them move towards that. I don't know if they will, but it'd be nicer during like the winter event if there was like, you know, some specific thing playing like the Yeti hunt mode or snowball fight mode that got you XP towards a separate pass that had winter skins in them. I think it would be way better. I don't know if they will. I really hope they do, but that remains to be seen, and that's just kind of me just offering some conjecture and some insight into just some improvements they can make with Season 2. Specifically because with like with the last event, it was the launch of Season 1. The game just came out. I had no interest in playing the new mode or going for any of the skins because they were all paid for anyway. There's nothing I could get from that event to make me want to participate. And so I hope going forward these seasonal events just get better at least something for players in the event. We'll see, though. We'll see. But yeah, Ramatra being available, super cool. We've covered him a little bit on this channel, and I'm excited to play as him. Maybe I'll get to play as him tonight. I don't know. I might hop into the firing range and see what he does. But let's not ramble on here. Let's move on to the next topic. But yeah, Callistic, Ramatra is available season 2, and it is hype. I'm excited. I hope that the next season's reveal is just as epic, because I think Ramatra's reveal has been super awesome. All right, the second most popular subject on this channel, Pokemon. So sales are really just carrying this game. And last week we got a surprising patch that, I mean, honestly, everyone I think was surprised to see that a post-launch patch was available last week. I think it was on the 1st. It addressed some very specific issues, and in the patch notes, they said that they're aware of what other people are saying about performance and stuff, and that they're looking at it, basically. Nothing guaranteed. Some people made videos showing that this patch improved frame rates and a bunch of other things. And then a bunch of people said, no, that's not true. From personal experience, since updating, I can say that I don't notice anything as far as visual improvements, frame rate improvements, weird glitchiness improvements, but hopefully these things get addressed sooner rather than later. I honestly don't know what the plan is, but if Nintendo has any weight behind them with how this game will be updated, they can address at least the major glitches and visual bugs and maybe like work from there. It would be really cool if they brought on like a, third-party team or another development team to help with the optimization that this game so desperately needs. But yeah, that's pretty much it with Pokemon. Like there's not like a big update. But the patch coming, I really hope the situation gets better. And there's a lot of things they could do. I just don't know if they'll do any of them. All right, moving on. Our last topic of this week's game news is unfortunate, but we're talking about Microsoft. The Xbox powerhouse has announced that first-party titles will be going up to $70 in 2023. It looks like this will coincide with games no longer being like cross-gen. They'll be only for the Series X and Series S consoles, at least from a first-party perspective. You can stream them to an Xbox One, but you won't be able to play them natively. And it kind of makes sense. I mean, games have always been in like a $50 to $70 range throughout different generations. If you go back and look at old Toys R Us and GameStop catalogs from like, the 90s, early 2000s, games were pretty expensive. The $50 price point stuck around for a while, I think in large part to the GameCube, the Wii, the PS2. Those games were all around $50 that gen, and that kind of carried into the 360 gen. And then they started going up to $60, and now we're at $70. I think this is just the best time to subscribe to Game Pass, because that price will probably go up at some point as well. So lock in some time now, so you'll be ready for first-party games. Not that I am sponsored by Game Pass or Microsoft in any sort of capacity. I just... The program is the best value. Like, you cannot deny how much money you'll save by not buying these games for $70 each, but having access to a ton of games at any given point that you want to try them. And with games coming in and out all the time, there's a lot of variety there. And I think that's going to be the most important thing for this price increase, is Microsoft's going to try to push more people to Game Pass. Cloud streaming is going to get better. I still am not a huge fan of cloud gaming, but certain types of games it is well suited for. Other types, not so much. And I mean, that's just because, that's how cloud gaming works. But overall, I think anyone surprised by this just isn't paying attention to the industry. And that's okay if you're not. Like, not everybody can be, aware of everything going on. But when Sony started doing it, people complained. Now Microsoft is doing it. People are also complaining, but I personally, it's not going to bother me a whole lot. With Game Pass, I'm just going to keep playing first-party games as I want to. I already don't buy a whole lot of games anyway, and most of the time those games I buy are for the Switch. So, yeah, I don't know what to make of that. Interpret that however you want. But anyway, that does it for this week's game news program, game news show. I don't know what to make of the current situation with a lot of these things. I'm hoping I can get more time in this Overwatch 2 Battle Pass, and then let's hope Pokemon gets fixed sooner rather than later. Probably won't happen before Christmas, so a lot of kids might be disappointed opening up Pokemon and then it runs Garbo. Most kids probably won't pay attention to that, though. I honestly believe that most kids aren't even going to be aware of the game's potential to be better, and I think that's okay. The game's still fun. Anyway, you guys let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for subscribing. If you liked the video, be sure to leave a like on it. If you didn't, thumbs down it too. I don't care. Share your opinion with me. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of Overwatch 2. What you think about Microsoft charging more money for games. And yeah, thanks again for subscribing. We're going to go play Overwatch 2 now on stream. Hang out if you want. If you're watching this video after the fact, appreciate it though. Thank you so much. And we'll catch you on the next one. Bye.